All right, guys. So we're going to talk about posture, and there's a common misconception out there that like there's a perfect posture. So, for example, people would come in and say, "Oh, my posture is all out of line," or "I've got bad posture," and or my posture is causing me back pain or neck pain or something like that. The main thing here is that the concept of a perfect position is not necessarily true all the time. The important thing to note is the back and spine and all the muscles in your leg and everywhere else need to be working properly and trained properly so that they can do the task you want them to do. So if I want to sit at the desk and do a 2-hour stint at the desk, I'm definitely not going to be sitting like this for 2 hours typing and in a perfect position, because my back is going to get tired very quickly. So I need to be able to slouch into the position a little bit. I could lean off to one side if I wanted to, lean off here. I might change my position and rest on my elbow. All right. I could even kick back the chair behind me and kneel for a little while. All right, so it's opening up my hip flexors. I could go into half kneeling for another bit, so I'm opening up my left hip flexor here and I'm stretching out here a little bit. And then I can do the same on the other side, continue here, I could take a call, work away at my desk, and my arms are relatively supported here because the table is taking the weight of my arms. If you've got nice chairs with arm supports, that's fine. They'll take the pressure off your shoulder girdle, okay? So it's quite simple. You can see that you can do a lot of things and there's a lot of variation in those movements, and that's all fine. I suppose a couple of other things to point out is like if people sit with a very, very protracted or a pokey chin position and they get headaches as a result, that makes sense, because the head is 5 kilos, right? And if it's out here, it's 5 kilos pressing down through the spine and loading the spine that way, which way it can tolerate. But if it's out here, then it's away from its normal loading angle and it's going to be heavier, okay? So your muscles up the back of your neck have to act like tight ropes to stop it from flopping forward, and they're going to get fatigued quite a lot. And the joints of your upper neck will get compressed quite a bit if you're holding that position. So definitely it's okay to hold that position for a short amount of time, but then you want to get out of it again. You can do your neck movement side to side, stretch side to side, do a few shoulder rolls and that kind of thing, or pull a rubber band like a TheraBand. So you can just pull a TheraBand like this, wrap it around your knee and do some seated rows like this, which is nice handy, or these type of movements which are external rotations of the shoulder, and they just fire up your muscles in the back of your shoulders to give you a little bit of oomph, bit of activation. And then you go about your business. So there's a couple of simple tips, some simple advice that's easy to implement in your daily practice if you've got back or neck pain, and it's all about training the muscles the way you want them to be. So if you need to be stooped over an object for this period of time, you need to know what's going on. Is it back, or is it your legs that aren't strong enough, or what part of the system is not strong enough? And then you need to ask yourself, how do I train that properly so I get adjusted or I can get used to it? And everything is trainable, everything is fixable for 99% of the time, thankfully. So you just need to know what you're doing and why, and that'll give you the result. So yeah, if you need more advice, or if you want to share this with a friend or colleague that it might help them with their back or neck problem, please, we'd be delighted if you did. And as ever, move well, feel well, be well.